So let's talk about Tyler Morton for a little minute, because lots of interest in Tyler Morton. Most recently from Florian Plettenberg, they said that Leipzig are interested in signing Tyler Morton from Liverpool. Liverpool have a valuation of about 20 million quid on Morton. It seems like Leipzig would like a loan deal at first with an option to buy. And according to Florian Plettenberg, Liverpool aren't entertaining any loans. If he's going to go, it's got to be for the fee. And look, I think it would be a good move. If he wanted to go and play in Germany, great club. Good structure. Obviously, we know the Red Bull model well. And I can see Tyler Morton. I could also see why Pep Linders would like to bring him to Salzburg as well. But for Liverpool, I think a 20 million valuation is quite fair. He is homegrown. We have to remember that. Selling Morton must have a buyback clause. I understand where you're coming from, but I would say no personally. Because you're making a decision to say that the kid isn't good enough. If you're letting him be sold, you're basically saying he's not good enough and there isn't a place for him in the squad at the moment. I would maybe look at a sell-on clause, perhaps, but I don't think he's going to make the grade at Liverpool. But I do think he's good enough to have a decent career at a top level. Marty, how are you, bro? Said, I don't see Morton ever being in the first team. Bobby Clark, on the other hand, could be. I agree. I think Bobby Clark's the real deal. A good loan for him if Slot doesn't think he can get enough minutes. If Arne Slot thinks there's minutes for him in the squad, keep him in the squad. Bobby Clark's brilliant. Signed a new deal. I think a good loan for him would be nice if it's just about getting him playing time. But I agree with you. I'm really impressed with what I've seen from Bobby Clark. So Toe said keep Clark for next season easily. I just don't know where we give him the playing time, mate. Because if we brought in a 6, you have him, you've got Endo, you've got Gravenberch, you've got McAllister, possibly Trent, Soboslai. There's about 7 or 8 options in midfield. Bajcetic, another option. I just don't see where he gets the minutes unless it's a League Cup game. And that's not really going to be enough to help with his progression. I think the worst thing you can do for a young player who shows promise is stop them playing. You know, I think these guys need competitive minutes, and it's really difficult to get that when they stay at the clubs, because the Premier League 2, as an example, there's just not really enough high-level competitive games for these lads. So it's a difficult balancing act.